I've been looking at rat rods and seeing that they're becoming, pretty popular, and I liked them, I always have. And I started looking around and decided one day, I said, man, I want to build a rat rod. So got in touch with my uncle. He's a car guy just like I am, and I said, let's see if we can find pieces and parts around here local. And we ended up finding the cab, and we started from there. The cab's a 46 Ford cab, and we picked up the rest of the pieces here and there and all over the place and started working in the shop. We had a good time. It came together better than we thought, quicker than we thought actually. The frame is hand built. It's a square tubing frame. We got the bed from a local guy that has a couple of acres of vehicles. We kind of befriended the guy and got in there and got some pieces from him by the hardest, and the bed was one of them. We cut the bed to get the length that we needed, located some more bed rails, and finished them down out the rest of the way to kind of give it the look. A lot of the truck rat rods that I looked at all left the beds short, and I didn't really like the way that looked. It didn't finish the truck off. We cut 4 inches out of the top, an inch out across the cab. We took probably 7 or 8 inches out of the bottom of the truck cab itself and dropped it down on the frame. And then the rest of it, motor and transmission, we picked up here and there and just went from there. It's a 400 small block Ford. It's pretty stock, but it does the job. It's dependable. We bought the headers as a kit and welded them up. But we did all the welding on it. We did all the fabrication on it. It gets a lot of responses, and people walking around, they keep seeing different little things. Hey, what's that? Where did that come from? How'd you think about that? Well, that's what's fun about a rat rod, is you can just kind of do whatever you want. Nothing's unacceptable. It just depends on your imagination. I was sitting there one day looking at the dash, and I said, I just didn't like the way it looked. I didn't know what to do with it. I collect some of these old 50s coolers and have for years. I had a Coca-Cola cooler that wasn't in real good shape. I said, you know what, I'm gonna hack it up and I'm gonna see if I can use it for that. And it worked out okay, and it looks good, but you never know until you do it. It's like some of the other features on the car, the shotgun. A lot of people don't realize when they walk up to it that the shotgun is the actual shifter. The tail lights were the uncle's idea. When he told me about it, I was kind of like, that sounds kind of weird. But until you get them and you put them on the truck and you look at them, you just don't know what it's going to look like. And they came out excellent. So I didn't want to make it too finished, but I wanted to give it a little bit of a bling. When you stick your head inside, you don't really see that right off the bat. But when you stick your head inside, you see the flooring, the diamond plate, is one complete truck toolbox. That's the kind of stuff that we tried to use. We tried to repurpose a lot of things. The chain is off of a combine. And basically all it's doing is holding up those headlights. So it's a real heavy piece of chain to hold up a little headlight. But a lot of people see it and look at it and say, wow, that's cool, what'd that come off of? But we wanted a full-size back glass with the cab still down. So we looked around, we Z-cut it and put it back together again. And that's what's nice about rat rod. It's not a perfect science, so it doesn't have to look great. It just has to be functional. And it is. It's got good brakes, it runs and drives pretty good, and it's nothing to run 65 or 70 down the highway in a heartbeat. We like going to shows and gatherings where there's a lot of nice cars, and we like to pull this out and see how many people walk away from some of the $100,000 cars, and they come over and they're looking at this thing going, man, look at that, man, look at that. Kind of rubs those hot rod guys wrong. I like that.